A good day, everyone. Welcome to our SACAP's Online Open Day. I am your host for today. My name is Zizipo, and I am the student administrator for the online campus. So today's Open Day program will include learning more about the study of applied psychology, management, and leadership at SACAP. So we do have our admissions team in the presentation. So our admissions team will be taking you through the programs that are offered at SACAP, the application process, and also the payment options that are available for you. We also have our WELL team, which is our work integrated learning team, which is going to take you through the practical components of some of our programs that we offer at SACAP. And lastly, we shall be taking you through our online learning platform. So before we proceed, a few house rules. We will have a short Q&A session at the end of this presentation. Please do send us your questions on the Q&A box, and we will be more than willing to answer those for you. All right. And we are aware as well that there is a high internet usage in the country. So that is resulting to slow connections in some areas. And we're also aware that there's load shedding in some areas. So should you be cut off or one of our panelists be cut off, please note that this session will be recorded and it shall be available for you in our social media platforms. We will be sharing the links at the end of the session. And also, please be advised that we are working from home. So should you hear a microwave beep in the background or a child screaming, please, we do apologize for that. And we do apologize for that in advance. And without wasting any of your time, I will start by giving you an overview of our campuses. All right, so SACAP has 4 physical campuses. We have Cape Town campus, Johannesburg campus, we have the Pretoria campus, and we have the Durban campus. And we also have our established online campus of 6 years. So the online campus has 2 study options, which is the online live and the online flexi. Just a reminder as well, should you wish to apply in one of our physical campuses, you are more than welcome to apply for that campus. All right, so I'll just hand over to Melissa, who will take you through our learning approach at SACAP. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Zizipo. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Melissa Stemmers, and I am the Teaching and Learning Coordinator for the online campus. Today, I'd like to take you through SACAP's approach to learning, as well as the 2 study options that are available on the online campus at SACAP. I think this is quite important, as your teaching and learning experience will be one of the most important experiences you will have at SACAP. As you saw in the previous slide, we have established national campuses in Johannesburg, Cape Town, Pretoria, Durban, as well as a fully fledged online campus. It's important to note that SACAP has a number of principles that speak into our learning approach, and this approach will be the same no matter which campus you study on. The first thing to mention is that at SACAP, we have a student-centered approach to learning. What this means is that as adult learners, students have a responsibility to ensure that they are engaging in their studies. This engagement would be with your peers and your educators, as well as with the content we provide. We place a high premium on engagement, and this is shown in a focus on module engagement. Secondly, at the center of every module is an expert educator who will facilitate your learning journey for you. Your educator will be there to provide you with an interactive learning experience, support you academically, and as said previously, guide you through your learning journey. Thirdly, along with your educators, we have other support structures available to students as well. You will hear more about these later on in the open day. Fourthly, we understand that some students have life commitments and may be juggling other obligations while trying to study at the same time. These could include family commitments and full-time jobs. We have therefore designed a learning journey that allows you to be flexible while still remaining within a structured termly process. Fifthly, we believe in peer support and therefore encourage students to build a learning community within the class with your peers and your educators. And finally, we pride ourselves on academic excellence. All of our modules consist of quality academic reading material, as well as academic assessments that will form part of your final grade for each module. These assessments usually take the form of essays, case studies, and group projects, just to name a few. So why study at SACAP? As mentioned before, SACAP has two different modes of learning, namely face-to-face and online. Within the online campus particularly, we have two different study options. The first option is one we call online flexi. This is an active, engaging, and collaborative learning experience that gives students the independence to meet their weekly course requirements at a time, place, and pace that suits them best. Our flexi option is largely what we in the academic sphere call asynchronous learning, which means that students will have a week to complete all learning activities set out as and when they can within that week. This option is ideal for a student who has personal and professional commitments and needs a flexible approach to their studies. Our online live option is a hybrid approach to online learning that combines weekly, real-time virtual class engagement with a self-paced online learning resource and activities. Students will have 90-minute webinars that they will have to attend at set times, and this will be complemented with an asynchronous learning activity. This option is ideal for students who want the flexibility of online learning alongside structured real-time engagement with their classmates and their educators. And then finally, just to touch on our on-campus option, this is structured in the form of a fixed class schedule and immediate face-to-face interaction with classmates and educators within a small and social class environment. On-campus students will also benefit from a blended approach to learning, which includes complementary online learning resources and activities. This final option is ideal for a student who enjoys a social environment and wants the structured engagement of in-person learning. Just a note that the study options available on the online campus for September are the online flexi options and the on-campus options. However, you are welcome to apply for the online live study option for 2022, although I'm sure that Jade will bring this up a little bit later in the open day. So what do you need in terms of tools to study online? What you would need is you would need a reliable internet connection. You would need to be familiar with accessing and watching video content online and working with PDF documents. And you would need to be familiar with Microsoft Word and other Microsoft packages. Each week, you will receive your reading materials for that week. Your weekly topics and activities will be designed for you by your educator. And then lastly, as mentioned previously, your modules will include academic assessments. There are usually 2 assessments per module, and these contribute to your final grade. Again, these take the form of essays, case studies, and group projects, just to name a few. We don't focus too much on examinations in the traditional sense at SACAP, but rather where a module is examinable, we make use of open book assessments rather than an exam. At SACAP, We make use of digital technology to aid our teaching and learning process. We call this technology My SACAP, and this is the primary space where you will be interacting. You will use My SACAP to access all your material, to hand in assessments, and to interact with your peers and your educators. Later on in the open day, you will be taken on a virtual tour of My SACAP. Thank you so much for your time. I will now hand you back to our host, Zizipo.
Thank you so much, Melissa. As Melissa has mentioned, I will be doing a quick live demonstration of our online platform. Okay, so this is how our learning platform looks like. So once you've registered with SACAP, you will have different modules depending on which program that you have chosen. I've selected one of our first year modules, which is Introduction to Psychology A. So if you see on top, there is the name of your course there or your module, and you also have your educator next to that. And then you also have the number of students that are enrolled in the class. So at SACAP, we have a maximum of 25 students in each course. And we also have, if you go to the left hand side of your screen, you will see that there's participants there. These are all the students that are in this class. So should you maybe wish to have a study partner, you have access to this. You can even message some of the students that are in your class, and you also have your grades should you want to check your grades in the My SACAP platform. You will be able to. And then further down, we have general module announcements. So should your educator have an announcement that they want to post in the class, they post it here. That could be an assessment announcement or a weekly activity announcement. They post it under general module announcements. And then you have your module outline, which basically guides you on the course and also on the expectations on the course. Your prescribed readings are here, your assessments are here. So very, very important. And then further down, you have your week one. So on a week-by-week basis, you will have your learning resources in that specific week, and you will also have your learning weekly activities that you need to do weekly. So we have 10 weeks in a term, and each and every Monday of a new week, your content shall be posted week by week basis. So now I will be going back to the presentation. So on the online campus, we have the student support team, and we also have the student admin team. So the student admin team basically assists all our students with anything that has to do with admin, like administrative support. And then we have student support, which is our very important team that deals with students on day-to-day. Should you wish to have a one-on-one with somebody, student support is responsible for that. They advise you as well. They also create your study plans, and they guide you through your academic journey. And they also have academic counseling sessions should you wish to speak to somebody about your academics. And we also have student wellness. So we do have student registered counselors. That is, each and every student of ours has access to our counseling services, which are free for our students. So should you wish to speak to a psychologist or a counselor, you are more than welcome to book an appointment and schedule a session with a psychologist should you need a psychosocial support. And we'll also have peer assisted learning program, which is our senior students that are doing very well in their studies, that offer help to our junior students. So should you need Should you need someone who's going to help you with your academics, we have our peers, our peer assisted learning. We also call them PALs, and they will assist you with that. All right, so SACAP is a leading accredited independent provider of education in applied psychology, management, and leadership, and offers our learners a range of accredited degrees, diplomas, and certificate programs. So SACAP is registered as a private education institution and registered with the Department of Higher Education and Training. And also SACAP's qualifications are accredited by the Council of Higher Education and registered on the National Qualifications Framework by SACA, which is the South African Qualifications Authority. Our professional programs are also endorsed by their relevant professional bodies, such as the HPCSA and the SACSSP. All our coaching programs are ICF and Commensa accredited. So our applied psychology, management, and leadership programs are available in the following categories. We have applied psychology, we have counseling and communication, we have management and leadership, we have social work and community, and we have coaching. I will now hand over to Jade, who will tell you more about the programs that are available at SACAP. Thank you very much.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. My name is Jade Williams. I'm the admissions officer at SACAP. Today I'll be going through our online offering at SACAP, specifically for term 3 coming up now. First up, we have our high certificate. This is a vocational program, a high certificate in counseling and communication skills. The high certificate offers an introduction to communication and psychology. The high certificate gains students skills in academic writing, interpersonal skills, and basic counseling knowledge to fully prepare individuals for higher education. As a bridging course, the high certificate gives students who are not able to enter a degree, if they've not achieved a bachelor pass in matric or exemption pass, this is an option to gain access to a degree in psychology. The high certificate is available full-time for 1 year and part-time for 2 years online. The minimum entry time for high certificate is a grade 12 high certificate pass with English above 45% or a previous NQF level 4 equivalent qualification. The high certificate is next available in our term 3 in September this year, as well as obviously next year, February for 2022. It will only be available for online flexi in term 3, September. Next up, we have our diploma in counseling and communication skills. This is a 2-year vocational program that offers strong emphasis on counseling and communication skills. The diploma is accredited with the professional body, ASCHP, Association for Supportive Counselors and Holistic Practitioners. With this accreditation, graduates could register as a holistic or lay counselor. The diploma provides 200 counseling hours, practical counseling hours that is, which students will perform in their work integrated learning module towards the end of the diploma in their last year. Graduates will qualify to counsel under supervision after the diploma. The diploma is available 2 years full-time, as well as 3 years part-time online. Minimum entry requirement for the diploma is a diploma pass in matric with English above 45% or a previous level 5 qualification. The diploma is next available in September, 3rd term this year, as well as next year, February for 2022. The diploma will only be available for online flexi for term 3 coming up. Then SACAP offers the Bachelor of Applied Social Science degree. The BAPSOC-PSY, as we call it, is an academic undergrad degree in psychology, which has a split of 3 specializations. The 3-year BAPSOC-PSY degree has a minimum entry requirement of a grade 12 exemption or bachelor pass, as well as an NQF level. You need a previous NQF level 5 qualification. First specialization of the BAPSOC-PSY is our dual major in psychology and counseling. Students will develop critical thinking skills and gain an understanding in psychology, mental health, and human behavior in a social context. The counseling stream provides 200 practical counseling hours, which they will perform in their work integrated learning towards the end of the degree in the final year. The psychology major enables graduates to pursue an honors level in psychology, social sciences, or related fields after the degree. Graduates will qualify to counsel under supervision after the degree as well. The psychology and counseling dual major is available 3 years online full-time, as well as part-time 5 years online. This degree is available next in September for our 3rd term for online flexi only, and also available next year for term 1, 2022. Sorry, the next specialization is our human resource management and psychology dual major. This human resource management degree is aimed at those interested in working in a human resource environment of an organization. Graduates will gain an understanding in macro and micro business environments, application of labor law and labor relations, as well as business ethics as well. The human resource degree offers a 3-month work integrated learning module where students will utilize all relevant human resource skills. Human resource management graduates are eligible to pursue a honors or postgrad level in psychology and human resource management after the degree. The human resource management and psychology dual major is only available part-time online for 5 years. It's next available for our term 1 or first term in February 2022 next year. Then our final specialization is for the BAP SOCSI is a dual major in psychology and business management. The degree, it provides a powerful blend of people and traditional business skills. The business management degree offers a 3-month work integrated learning module where students will utilize all business related skills. Graduates are equipped for entrepreneurship, employment within an organization, as well as can pursue a honors or postgrad level of studies in psychology and business management, as well as other social sciences. The business management degree is available part-time only online for 5 years, and it's also next available for February 2022 for our first term intake. Then we have our postgrad level qualifications online. First up, we have our Bachelor of Social Science Honors in Psychology. This is an academic honors that offers a theory-based academic psychology major. The BSOC-Sci Honors in Psychology provides students competencies in independent research and reporting, as well as self-managed learning, and which adequately prepares graduates for a master's level in psychology. This psychology honors opens up avenues of employment in applied psychology, community mental health organizations, research, organizational development, education, and social development. The BSOC-Sci Honors in Psychology is only available part-time online for 18 months. Minimum entry requirement for this degree is an undergrad degree with a 65 overall aggregate for all 3rd-year psychology modules. This degree, the Psychology Honors, is available next for our first term February intake. Then we have our Bachelor of Social Science Honors in Human Resource Management. This Human Resource Management Honors is suitable for those aiming towards a professional career as a holistic or dynamic human resource practitioner. The Human Resource Management Honors allows graduates to apply a range of human resource management principles, theories, and competencies to organizational contexts. The Human Resource Management Honors is registered on NQF Level 8 and leads towards a Master's in Human Resource Management. Our BSOC-Sci Honors in Human Resource Management is only available part-time for 18 months online. Minimum requirement for this degree is an undergrad degree with a 65% aggregate for all 3rd-year psychology, human resource management, modules, or industrial or organizational modules as well. This degree is available next in February 2022 for first term. SACAP's coaching programs are offered on a learning blended approach and consists of online evening classes that's offered once a week and face-to-face 4-day intensive modules. Our PGDC program also offers online modules as well. Our online coaching programs are designed for working professionals and only available part-time. All coaching programs are accredited by the International Coaching Federation, ICF, and Commensa, Coaches and Mentors of South Africa. Our SACAP coaching programs are available next for 2nd term June 2022. Applications will open up late in October this year. First coaching program is our Coach Practitioner Program. This is a 5-month short learning program that SACAP offers. The Coach Practitioner Program provides an excellent foundation in coaching and introduces students to fundamental coaching competencies. The Coach Practitioner Program offers an applied psychology module, which explores tools and models from psychology to assist you further with your coaching practices. The Coach Practitioner Program leads to credentialing with ICF at the entry level as an associate certified coach. Minimum entry requirement for this program is a three years work experience in any field. And then we have our Advanced Coach Practitioner Program. This is a 6-month short learning program, and it builds upon our Coach Practitioner, 5-month Coach Practitioner Program. It enables students to expand their application of coaching models and tools to further assist clients in personal coaching and executive coaching. The Advanced Coach Practitioner Program includes an ethics, values, and diversity in coaching module to deepen your ethical understanding of coaching practice. Also, the Advanced Coach Practitioner also offers an introduction to group and team coaching or facilitation, and has a minimum entry requirement of the 5-month Coach Practitioner Program. That is a prerequisite. Then we have finally the coach, our 2-year coaching program, our postgrad diploma in coaching. This is an academic program that offers depth and mastery beyond the 2 short learning programs. With this PGDC program, students will enhance their signature presence as a coach, create their own coaching model, and explore how to implement practitioner research. The PGDC includes a 6-month supervised client coaching internship and research paper. This academic PGDC program is registered with SACAP on NQF level 8 and is perfect for those interested in pursuing a master's or MBA, a master's in coaching that is, and an MBA program. The PGDC leads to credentialing with ICF as a professional certified coach. Minimum entry requirement for the PGDC program is an undergrad degree or a previous NQF level 7 equivalent qualification. Then finally, we have our online short course, Coaching Skills for Managers. This is an introductory short course over 12 weeks online. It's aimed at managers, supervisors, and team leaders interested in gaining coaching skills to introduce in their current work role or position. Students will learn how to implement coaching conversations to empower, to improve and motivate individual and team performance within their workplace. The Coaching Skills for Managers short course includes 30 hours of ICF accredited coaching specific training hours, which can count towards credentialing with ICF later. Minimum entry requirement for this online short course is 3 years work experience in a supervisory, managerial, or leadership position. No previous experience of coaching or studies is required for this short course. The short course is next available now for 3rd term September. Applications are open, and you start classes on the 13th of September. The Coaching Skills for Managers short course is also offered to corporate contracts throughout the year as well. So that's our online offering. And for those that are looking to study either 3rd term now or 1st term next year, the application process is quite simple. There's 3 easy steps. First, you inquire, like you are doing so now, joining our open day today. Next, you can use the website to submit an inquiry, a question to our admissions team regarding a program, or you can book an appointment with one of our officers, either virtual or phone consultation. We will provide the links to those site pages at the end of the program in our chat box. Then once you are decided on your program and you've been guided with an officer, or you know exactly what you're wanting to study, then you can submit your application online. You can use our website as a link. You can click the Apply Now button on the website, or you can follow the link on the page. We'll also provide that link later. Once you submit an online application, you need to upload a certified ID, certified highest qualification. For matriculants studying now for 2021, and looking to study next year, you provide your latest report for your grade 12 year as for your application. Next, you have a character reference letter that you need to submit, an application fee of 300 for general programs. All B-side programs require 600 Rand application fee. The coaching application requires an updated CV, additional document, and then the referee and addendum reports are required for our postgrad level qualifications. That you'll also find on our resources page under forms. Then the next stage, once you have applied and you've received your outcome letter and invoice, performer invoice, there are payment options. We have a initial payment you have to pay for your registration fee. Then you have your 3 payment options. It's an upfront payment with 5% discount, a termly option as well for our 3 terms, and then our monthly installment for our debit order form over 10 months. So that's the process for applying and registering with SACAP. But yeah, that's it from me from admissions, and I'd like to hand over to Buklev, that's going to be introducing our work integrated learning module. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you're keeping well. And if you're in the cold part of South Africa, like I am, so I hope you're keeping warm and have your hot cup of tea or hot chocolate right next to you. That's one of the beauties about working from home. So yeah, my name is Ubuhle, and I'm the Will Coordinator on the Johannesburg campus. So I'm a Will Coordinator for Human Resources Management, Business Management, and Coaching. So today I'll be sharing a little bit about SACAP's work integrated learning, or what we call it as well, program with you all. But I'm not alone. I'm with my colleague Emanuela. She is a registered counselor and is based at the Cape Town office, at the Cape Town campus. So she will be actually answering some of your questions because she's mostly on the applied psychology side than I am. So you will hear her voice as well. So after countless hours of studying and years of dreaming of being the change, you can finally put theory into practice through the work integrated learning program. Will is a rewarding and is the perfect opportunity to apply the knowledge you have learned in the class within a real-world placement site. It truly gives many students the opportunity to create change by leaving a giant footprint on the hearts of others in a variety of professional settings. An important aspect of Will is ensuring that all of our students feel guided and supported on their journey. This is why all Will students will receive a guardian angel known as your supervisor or your mentor. So as the slide that you see in front of you right now, work integrated learning provides you with valuable and practical experience before you graduate, an opportunity to make a positive impact in South African communities, professional aptitudes and ethical awareness, the confidence to enter into the workplace, the chance to develop in a particular field. So with the exception of higher certificates and Bachelor of Social Sciences academic honors, the courses that have been shared with you previously as well in the slide in front of you all include the Will component. So namely, it's Diploma in Counseling and Communication Skills, Bachelor of Applied Social Sciences degree, Psychology and Counseling, Bachelor of Applied Social Science degree, Psychology and Business Management, and Bachelor of Applied Social Science degree, Psychology and Human Resources Management, and in your postgraduate diploma and in coaching. So should you have any queries with regards to the Will program, please feel free to pop these in the Q&A box below. And thank you for your time. And I will now hand over to your host.
Thank you very much, Buhle. Thank you very much to our team for sharing that information. So if you have any questions, please do pop them into our question box below for our live answer session that will be happening now. So I will be just going through the Q&A box. And firstly, I have a question from Marona. So Marona says, if you applied and got accepted in the Pretoria campus, are you allowed to switch to the Cape Town campus, for example? I'll hand over this question to Jade to answer it for us. Thank you so much, Jade.
Okay. The application process really depends on, or the transfer between campuses really depends on the program. So if you were at Pretoria campus, not all our programs are offered at Pretoria. So if you're looking at general programs, that might be possible just to transfer your application to another campus. But when it comes to specialized programs like our B-Psych program that's limited intake for the year, you will need to check with your officer if it's possible. It depends on the number of people in the class at the moment registered for the program, your specific program at that specific campus. So it really depends on availability of that program at our Cape Town campus, for instance. But the sooner you transfer, the better. I would suggest not waiting to the last minute before registrations close, because that will limit your chances of actually getting into class for a specific program. I hope that answers.
Thank you so much, Jade. And then we have another question from Cherise. How does the work integrated learning work online? And I'll hand this to Emanuela. Thank you, Emanuela.
Okay, hi Cherise, thank you for your question. So for the work integrated learning, obviously with the pandemic, we've had to adjust our program a little bit. And what we've been doing is we've got 2 parts to work integrated learning. We've got work integrated learning part 1, and that consists of a series of workshops where we prepare students to enter the field. So those workshops have been conducted online. We have 10 preparatory sessions. And then for work integrated learning part 2, we have developed alternative assessments, which still offer experiential learning activities. And these are project-based, they are scenario-based, and there's also problem-based learning, as well as the opportunity to work together in teams to put together psychoeducational workshops, which you facilitate online.
All right, thank you so much, Emanuela. I also have another question from Natasha. Natasha says, good day. I have yet not received my July report, but I have my February report of this year. Am I allowed to send the previous report in? And I'll also hand this one to Jade. Thank you, Jade.
So your February report should be fine for now. If you have, for instance, applied and use your February report, and then obviously later down the year, you obviously finish your 3rd term and I think your preliminaries exams, you can use those and just submit an updated report later with your application. But to start your initial application, we'll use your February for grade 12.
And then another question from Kelly. Would working full-time while studying part-time be recommended? And I'll hand this one to Melissa. Thank you.
Thank you, Zizipo. I think this answer will cover Kelly's question as well as a question from Cherise, where she was just also talking about time. I think if you are working full-time, online flexi would be the best option for you. We have many students that are working full-time and they study part-time on the online flexi option. And the reason why I say online flexi would be the best is because then it's kind of more self-paced. So you do still have the structure of a particular term and having to do activities within the week, but you do have the full week to complete the activities. So if you are working full-time, if you set aside your study time for the evenings, for example, for the weekends, you would still be able to complete the activities if you are working full-time and taking on a part-time study load.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Another question for you, Jade, from Tiana. They're asking if the degree is internationally recognized.
So the SACAP programs, our degrees are registered with SACWA, our South African Qualifications Authority. They should be on NQF level 7 for our general B-APSOC Psy programs, as well as our B-Psych degree, that 4-year degree that's available, that's registered on NQF level 8, postgrad level. So the international recognition refers to our SACWA registration. Each country has their own registration and academic standard. So if you're looking to study overseas, or moving abroad, you will look at that country's qualifications authority and then submit maybe our program, and they will put our program on their NQF level. So the SACWA registration allows you to take our qualifications overseas. But if you are looking to study elsewhere, abroad, please check with that institution first, prerequisites for the program, what's required, and will they accept our program? But we should be aligned internationally because we have our SACWA registrations for our degrees.
Thank you so much, Jade. I have another question for you from Vukosi.
Okay.
Vukosi says, may I ask if once I have completed my degree in Bachelor of Applied Social Science, can I do my honors and masters with SACAP?
Okay. Great question, Vukosi. The BAP Soc Sci is on INCREP 7. So if it has a psych major, if it's our BAP Soc Sci, it has a psych major. So you can pursue an honors level. At SACAP, we offer our 2 honors degrees, preferably the psychology honors and our BPsych equivalent honors as well. That's only available full-time on campus at Johannesburg and Cape Town. So those are your 2 honors options for psychology at SACAP. Then we have our masters, which is a non-professional masters. It's around community psychology, and it's not registered with HPCSA. It's not a clinical psychology masters or counseling, educational psychology or research. So you won't be able to register with HPCSA. It's not meant for registration. So masters, you won't be able to study if you're looking to register as a psychologist at SACAP. But we do offer masters, a non-professional masters in community mental health promotion at SACAP.
I have another question for you, Melissa. I was asking about online live and whether it is full-time and accredited.
Yeah, so all of our programs are accredited regardless of the study option that you choose. So online live is just a different study option, but the programs are accredited.
Thank you so much, Melissa. I have another question from Cherise. Where can I get a book list for my books so I know how much I need to budget for my books? So Cherise, once you have registered with SACAP and know which modules that you will be doing for that term, you will be sent your book list for your specific modules, and you will be sent all the information as to where to get your textbooks. Thank you very much. Another question from Tiana. What amount of online class time is required for full-time or part-time? And what amount of time would you need to complete assignments for either? I will hand over this one to Melissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question, Tiana. So with regards to kind of the online flexi option and what amount of time is required, in all of our qualifications, each of our modules sit on a particular NQF level. So if we were to take the Bachelor of Applied Social Sciences, for example, your first year modules would sit on a particular NQF level, and these move up as you go through the qualification. And with that, the amount of time that you spend on that and what it's basically called your notional hours, these will increase as you go on through the qualification. So you would obviously need to set aside time to complete your weekly learning activities, and these do take into account the fact that students are studying, maybe doing part-time studies and full-time work. So that's why we do allow these to be a bit more flexible. So you'd need to put aside time for your weekly learning activity, and then to do your readings at the beginning of the week. And then also when it comes time for assessments, obviously you then need to set aside more time to do your assessments. So it would just be dependent on where in your qualification you are sitting and what the notional hours are required for that particular module. And then obviously it will depend on your study load. So if you are doing 2 modules, 3 modules, depending on whether you're studying full-time or part-time.
Thank you, Melissa. I have another question for Emanuela, and it's from Tiana. When is one able to open a psychology practice after honors or masters?
All right, Tiana, thank you for your question. So you are not able to open a practice with a purely academic honors, but you can open a practice if you've completed your BPsych degree or your BPsych equivalent degree, both of which SACAP does offer. And you can open a practice after a professional master's degree that leads to registration with the HPCSA.
Thank you so much to my team. And we have come to the end of our Q&A session for today. If we did not answer your question, please do leave your email address and your query and in the Q&A, and then the admissions team will be getting back to you. They will contact you, and they will be more than glad to answer all of your questions. Thank you very much, and have yourself a great day further.